All right.
That's why I was like, it says go live here, and I'm like, I cannot click that, but it's for you. Interesting.
Let's see. So,
So Discord is integrated with YouTube, or you have your accounts linked or something to achieve that?
um, no, actually, I have no idea what the Discord Go Live is either.
Hmm.
But
Oh, okay.
let me share out the link to you.
Yeah, just put it in the general chat. That's
Yep.
all great. Because then I will just make a tweet and what is the other thing? The meta announcement, something.
There we go.
Hmm. Okay. I need to check that.
Yep. Yeah, it's been.
Okay, I should definitely not listen to myself like that. Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, that's always my favorite thing too. Is all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I hope my audio is on. Let's check. Oh, and now I hear myself twice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will just announce that. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it into the Glory Hound Discord server as well.
Mm,
Community that I'm connected with there. So.
yeah. Uh, okay. There.
I have to pick a character again.
Yeah, you pick a character. That would be. I didn't manage to get. I have 4 new characters I want to get up. They are not illustrated, of course, but I want to get them in there. But I haven't had time to do that. And also, this requires some time. Yeah. There we go. And there's a tweet there, and let me just get an announcement the other.
I have to make sure that I do this slowly as I scroll around.
Yeah. And how much of a brush up do you think in terms of the rules?
I'll need a bit of one. Since
Yeah,
it
a
has
little
been
bit more.
since October.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so 3 months. Let's see here. And you'll just then you will keep an eye on the chat, or you will be alerted if somebody writes you or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
streaming software that I use has the chat to pull up, so
Okay.
I can see it alongside.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Okay. Then I will just stop sharing because then you are sharing. Is that correct? Like
Yep.
that. You have. Okay. Super. Because otherwise we'll just use more bandwidth than we really need to. So.
Yep. And from you're in Denmark, right?
Yeah.
Denmark to Minnesota, a little bit of a distance for the connection.
Yeah, there is. And I've also for that to make sure that I make it better in that regard. I have also plugged into the router here. So
Nice.
I have a pretty good like 200 connection or something like that, so it's
Nice.
pretty strong.
Yep, I could
Okay.
run a gig down, but a little bit slower on the upload.
Yeah, that is also the common, but yeah, that's because we have fiber here, so we can, and then the connection is the same both ways. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay. So, what should we choose of a campaign mission here?
Yeah.
Let me see. Like the second one is also good. It's not that, but it was just to give people something different to look at because, of course, with other people I've also had through the game and so on, there will be, duplicates, right? So it's just more fun to show something that is a bit different.
For sure.
So, okay. We can do a last stand mission, which I have not played that much. So there could be some interesting things going on here. It could go into down in disaster.
I mean, that's always
Um,
entertaining as well. So, sounds good
yeah.
to me.
So the stage of this would be that we at some point after the first mission where you meet the hellfires and all that stuff, you run from them after having taken your equipment, and then you go to some of their other bases here and there to interrupt and to get some other information, and some of the information you get leads you down to a planet where you have to choose a site to go and explore. You want to infiltrate it to get some of their intelligence, whatever things. So, and during that, we for example we end up on this place here where we pick up a crate of weapons. So this crate here of 4 different weapons we are allowed to use for our next mission, because we would then proceed into the facility itself, and we would be in here, and we would then be swarmed by Reavers, which is a cyborg. What would you call it? Like a faction from the cyborgs, which have kind of lived in this system without anyone noticing, and they have kind of harvested people and all that stuff, trying to make their forces stronger, right?
Yep.
So we have then been in here, and they have kind of suddenly just run through the facility trying to abduct us, of course. So we have also on this path we have then met this NPC here, who are now with us, which is this Ayeni Inaru changeling who are with us. So that means this character will also have to be attached to one of our characters when we play here. And after making it through here, we might have done it, unscathed. We might also have suffered some scars, who knows? But we will then go to this part of this mission here, which is a bunker complex north of the facility that we have just been infiltrating. And here we are kind of like trying to dig in and keep the Reavers off our backs until the ship swoops in to pick us up, was what I tried to say. So, yeah, that's what's going. So we'll take this mission here.
All right.
And see what comes of it. Here, where are we? Yeah. The one called, let's see here. This one here.
See, I should be
Waiting for the lift. Yeah, and you will play on this side, yeah. So we will have to use our personality tokens here.
nice.
And since we are a bit into the campaign, you would actually have two marks more on your personality diagram here.
Okay.
So you can use the paint tool of TTS to draw or mark two other areas that you want to have. So, and you can just decide yourself. It's not important which one. It would have been based on some choices you've done earlier, but I mean, for the sake of what we're doing here, we can take whatever. So, okay, and which one should I choose then to play as? I think maybe I should try a squishy character.
It's always
just
fun.
for the fun of it, yeah. See here. I will take. Oh, and I should also take a seat. There. And I will also mark two of my own here. And what should we get? I think a dominating and perhaps a supportive. Good. There. So we can also grab the amount of personality tokens that we have marks for.
All right.
So.
And I'll probably.
I think you will be the commander for this.
All right.
This mission here. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we hop in, or as you're setting up the board, do you want to kind of do a quick overview of what the type of game is for the people who will be checking this out later? So
for sure.
Since it was the last second thing to get it up on the stream, and we jumped in while we were talking.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would say Rogue Angels is very much a sci-fi adventure. It has some similarities to dungeon crawling, but it also has its choose your own adventure style and some RPG elements, and it has not only fighting elements, and so I would definitely call it an adventure game. And it is based on like my interpretation of how a Mass Effect as a computer game would look as a board game, right? And set in my universe, how I think that the blur between RPG and tabletop, how that can function. That's what I'm aiming at. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and it has some computer game-ish mechanics. So many who have played modern computer games will also find some similarities there. If you've played Imperial Assault or Gloomhaven, you will know, most of the ideas behind all this. So, yeah. Oh, but this series, of course, this is a fighting, like a Last Stand thing here. So that is definitely a fighting mission. But some of those we kind of jumped ahead of. The second mission can be achieved purely by stealth. So there definitely a lot more going on than just fighting.
Yep. Yeah, and in like the first scenario where we played. We were hacking into a system, then we had to fight some people, then we had to open base or get back to our ship, basically, and we had the choice of, are we going to kill off everybody, which is one of the ways you can kind of complete that objective, or we went with the route of getting into the room, hacking the door, and I think we left with 3 of the 4 combatants on the board still alive.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I very much want this player approach to be a main focus of the game, is that players through table talk and cooperation figure out what is the most optimal route of achieving the missions. So
Yep.
cool. So we have these 2 characters. We've set up what we need, and yeah, then it's just about getting on with the campaign book. Let's take it from there.
All right. Mission brief.
So, yeah.
How do you...
Shall I Shall I speak as one of them? I can be Camriel here.
Sure.
Then you can be Inaru.
Inaru. I scouted the area around the bunkers. All I found was a few barrels of fuel. But maybe you can use them?
Commander, for us to land, keep those hunter drones away from the ship. Pick up behind the large bunker. So, can go to the next page here. So, we need to put some hunter drones. 2. And some Reaver scavengers.
So right now on the screen, I'm just showing off, I believe it's a hunter drone, where you can see the stats for them are directly on the little standee, and all the bad guys have little bases that they're on, which are going to be how hit points are tracked. So everything you need to know kind of about how the bad guys are going to act, and what sort of damage they can do, that is all on the stands and on the guys themselves, versus having a whole separate stat sheet. Though there are then these...
there are the behavior cards, yeah.
Yep, the behavior cards, which are going to determine how they act, but all the stats for them, so anybody with a red base would use a red behavior card, and that means that it makes it easier to keep track of the bad guy stats by having it on the standees.
We need to get the card to swarming attack. They start with swarming attack, red side. It's right up there in the top, swarming attack. The purple marked area there. It's still pretty much a prototype-ish in the layout. Yeah, it works for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can place up to 3 fuel barrels in the deployment zone, and we can also put ourselves there. So we can deploy anywhere we want, almost, like most of the map. And we need to deploy the fuel within that, these fuel barrels within that zone as well. And the old fuel barrels here has 1 hit point, and they can be attacked by players. When exploding, it deals 3 damage to all adjacent objects. So yeah. Yeah, we could do something like that.
I have no idea for a strategy for that.
No. That's all good. So I think, and the only other thing we should take into consideration is that when we're in the bunkers, the bunker windows, characters can interact through a window with regular line of sight. So just
Okay.
as the normal rule from middle to middle. So if I'm standing here, I can hit anything here within this, and of course anything else can hit me back. But you cannot move through the window. Makes sense. And when a character inside a bunker is hit through the bunker window by damage from outside, they take 1 less damage.
Okay.
So
And then.
so that's all good. I'm not sure I should stand here anyways, but it might be. But I mean, we need to. Our objective for this one: destroy at least team size Reaver hunter drones before the turn token reaches 0. So maybe it will be a good idea to just stay back for a little bit.
Yep. Draw them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I forget, does the number of uh, enemy combatants, does that scale based
Yeah.
off of players?
That's yeah, the team size is the part that will scale.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yep. As well as then, if we had more players, there would be more turns available.
yeah, there would be more turns available. Yeah. There would be, like, if we played 4 players, we would have 11 turns on this one. And we would also have 4 of these hunter drones, so we would have to kill 4 of those, right? So
Yep.
okay. And we have these cards here, so we definitely want those, and we also need to assign our companion here.
Okay.
I think maybe since I have the least amount of shield, I should have her as my companion.
Yep.
As she allows you to rest 1 more damage card. After your rest action, you can move 1 damage card 1 slot to the left. So since I think I will be taking a bit more damage, I have a feeling. Oh, and then these cards here.
Yep.
So you have 2 red tokens, so you might be able to get a bit more out of this
The
card here.
minigun.
Yeah. And I'm the only one with the blue token, so I could take the pulse grenade here.
Yep.
And you're the only one who could use. We can both use this one. You're the only one who has a personality for this one. It's not that it's super necessary, but it is a way to optimize these 4 cards we have here. They can always, like in the beginning of a mission, we hand them out as we see fit, but on next subsequent mission we might hand them out differently. And we only have 9 cards hand size, so we can only have 2 extra cards, right? So once we start to get more loot along the way, we will have to prioritize.
Yep. So yeah, why don't I take the shield plus
The shield, yeah.
it allows me to potentially be able to move you to get you
Yeah. That might be good, yeah. Okay. So I think we are ready to go, and we can decide who should go next.
So why don't you go next and can be my quick refresher as to how the mechanics work, though I think I have them down still for the most part.
Yep. Super duper. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I will just start off by shooting one of these guys here. Why not? So I will play my card here. It has two dice.
Yep.
And I think just straight off the bat, why not? I will spend a. That's not a good idea in general, I think, to spend that early, but why not? I will spend a supportive token, which allows me to put this card not in 3, but in 2, because you have to at least put it in its cooldown cost, right? So I have to match that or put it higher. But since I'm using a blue supportive token, which has a -1 slot here, I can put it in 2. And then I will use 2 dice, which is stated here in the middle. And let's see if I get something. I get a +2 and a +1 or a movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can reach the guy over there, so I will do that and shoot him. And because I have +2, so I deal 4 damage, like deal 2 + 2, right? To an enemy within 4 squares. So he's very dead. And then I will use my movement point, the green one, and then move 1 back here. So I will not detonate anything right now, I think.
I feel like that's a good plan.
Okay, then I will probably just do a rest and let them come to me. So I will rest 1 time as my second action. And that means now it's the end of my turn. I have my free rest where my card goes back into 0 and therefore into my hand. I end my turn by flipping my activation token and move the turn track down to 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And that was it. And that means now it's the enemy's turn because we go from 1 to 2, check if anything has happened, probably not. And then to 3, which is the enemy's turn. So, and now I've just probably forgotten how insane they will be in a short moment, but we'll see. So, all enemies that are not activated by sequence 1 to 2 will use exclamation mark, the third row, after sequence 2 in order of initiative. Yeah, okay. I think I forgot how nasty this would be. So the first row is the lowest initiative, and the red lowest initiative is the one with the 1 on. And he wants to get within line of sight to shoot me. So 1, 2. He will definitely try to go that way. And 1, 2. And what was that towards last activated? Nearest player, yeah. So he goes towards me, and then the other one goes towards most distant player. Now he started over here, so I would be the most distant player, right?
Yep.
Since he has to go around. So he goes 1, 2. And now he can see somebody. Because he will hit same or nearest player. And you would be nearest player.
Yep.
And he shoots for 2 damage. But he has a range of 6. So you absorb your damage on the shield here. And now every other character or any other enemy not activated will use their movement and go towards nearest player, right? So that one here would go 1, 2, 3. Here, oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is turning into a retreat very quickly. So.
Well, now I don't have to move to be able to hit them, so there is that.
No, there is that, yeah. Well, you go ahead, sir.
All right. So let's check out the weaponry I have here. Deal 5 to an enemy within 4. And that would immediately end the turn without a free rest, so I probably should back up first.
Plan.
Try not to roll the card.
Nice.
So I can move up to 3. Let's see, I do want to be able to stay in line of sight.
Yeah, that would be fine, yeah.
2.
You are only blocked by the red lines here, for example, or by the walls here, so
Yeah.
no enemies or items block line of sight.
Alright, and that should still be... Oh no, I'd have to stick here to be in 4.
Ah, within 4, yeah.
No.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. No, that's fine, yeah, it's the same line, yeah. That would be fine.
Yeah, well, and I just remembered I am going to be spending my token.
Oh, right, yeah, because you want to hit it with 6 damage, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
So I spend. And that is just straight up 6 damage.
Yeah. And he has 2 shields and... Oh, he has 5, so that he will be down to sorry, he will be down to 1, right?
Yep.
Because he has 2 plus 5, so that's 7 in total.
Yep. No way
Okay.
to deal more
I
to
don't
him,
think you can
unfortunately.
achieve more, no. That's also quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm cool with 6.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, then your turn ends with... Usually you would have a rest action, but not in this case, no.
Nope.
So we are on to the yellow ones. Okay, lowest initiative. That would be number 2 there. He goes towards last activated. 1, 2, 3. Can he hit? Oh, he can. He has a range of 2. So he shoots you
For 1.
for 1 damage. Yeah. And then it is the other ones.
Oh, also to me.
Most distant, yeah. Oh, I dodged a bullet there, I think. 1, 2, 3. So, okay. And he deals to all players, so if we were standing adjacent to each other, we would both probably have taken damage. So you take 1, but this one is unblockable. Ah, you don't have any shield left anyways, but... So you just draw a damage card. And here it says move an action card 1 slot to the right. So you have to put that one up there.
That's okay.
And then place it on 2. Are we playing on hard or are we? I think I will try to play on hard, and then that means I will have to take into consideration what's on the second row there, ongoing effects. But you do not have to.
I think we should. I mean, I have no shield, so might as well just continue.
Yeah, those famous last words. Yeah, sure. What can go wrong? What can possibly go wrong? Okay.
I mean, probably not going to go worse. So, and then
all the other ones go to last activated. So that means these 2 will move 1, 2.
Okay, come on. Let me select it all. 2.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. It seems like everyone is within line of fire now.
Yep.
Okay, so we can flip our tokens back. Decide who should. Who should. I mean, no matter what I do, I think we would have to get this one off, and then start targeting these others very soon. Oh, I have an idea actually. I have an idea. I could move. I would want to move and then throw a grenade, so I could push these guys into the walls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me try that, and let's see how that works. Let me try and sprint. So there, 4 plus 2 dice. That's exactly what I do not need right now, but I will be begging for those later on, I guess. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. I think I want to stand there. Yeah, and then I will use this one here. So choose an empty space within 6 squares and push all surrounding characters 2 squares away from the chosen square. Characters whose movement are stopped by a wall or object suffers 2 unblockable damage. So the idea is to throw the grenade here.
Yep.
Like this. So then this one here would move into the wall, and the same with this one. It would move into this wall here. So they would both suffer 2 unblockable damage, which means it would kill this one, and this one would go down to 1. So I think that was my turn.
Yeah.
We're actually not that... We don't have that many turns to make sure we also deal with these. We have a fair amount of shields. So, okay, let's go and check out their swarming attack here. Newest player, where's number 1? It's up there. 1, 2. Can it actually hit something from there? It needs a range of 6. It cannot see you. And it cannot see me, no. And the other one would go for most distant, so it wants to go within line of sight for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it can see me, so it deals 2 damage to me. And here is one of those challenges where it's a bit tough because it says most distant player, right?
Yep.
So it moves towards me. And then the second action says same or nearest player. And same trumps nearest player. That's why it's written first, right?
Yep.
So therefore it deals 2 damage to me. So I take 2 damage. But it also says second nearest player now as the third action.
Yep.
And second nearest player is not related to its first action. It's related to itself. So I am still second nearest player, so I take 2 more damage.
Oof.
You can see, because every action is its own thing.
Yep.
So, let's see here. Lose 1 focus and 1 shield. Well, I'm done with the shield. Oh, well, that was a good one. 3. Lose 1 shield. I'm also done with that. Well, I get my grenades back in hand. Put this one here.
Okay. So when you place on the track, if it covers up something...
If it covers an action card, the action card goes back into your hand as kind of a adrenaline boost.
Nice.
But if it's another damage card lying there, then it has to go higher. So if there was already a damage card in 3, this one would have to be placed in 4.
Yep. Alright. So then... And then the yellow guy moves 1 closer.
Yep. Oh, he doesn't have to. He's range.
Okay.
The movement is always to get within range. And he is.
Yep.
He has a range of 2, so... Okay.
Right.
So you do something. Oh yeah.
Middle to
That's
middle?
a good idea.
Works?
Yeah.
Alright. So I just need anything that can hit at that range. Which looks like it is going to be my jamming rifle, which has to go in slot. Ugh. Actually, before I do that, because I can take as an action I can rest.
Yeah, sure.
Drop that down one, that one down
Yeah.
one, so that now that goes into slot 2 instead of 3. And I'm going to shoot the barrel.
Yeah.
For 1 extra damage, which doesn't matter because it only has 1. And
Yeah. And unfortunately, the shield cannot be gained.
Nope.
Since you have the damage card, so yeah. Oh, but not bad. It was 3 damage, so this one takes 2 damage on itself. So not bad.
Yep, and the yellow one is gone.
Yeah, good.
Now, end of my turn.
Yep.
And now I can start gaining shield again.
Yeah, good. Okay, now since there are no yellows, we don't flip the card, we just stay on red.
Which is the downside of having killed off all the yellows.
Yeah, that is the downside. Okay, 1. Let's see nearest. 1 can hit. Shoot from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can.
Yep.
So he will not advance any further, but shoot you twice. Or shoot you for 2 damage, I mean.
Sweet. So that's 2 cards.
And he cannot see... Yeah, he cannot see second nearest from here, can he? No, he cannot.
Alright. So start here. We have...
Oof.
Severe internal bleeding. Always good.
Yeah.
Oh. But the minor bleeding doesn't actually hurt too much because it would just move a damage card 1 to the right, but that's already at 4.
Yeah, so no problem there. Phew.
Oh,
okay, then we have the second
forgot to take
red one. Most distant player, but he doesn't need to move anywhere. He's already within range. So I just get shot twice now? Oh my. Same? Yeah. Oh my. That's not good. I have no shield whatsoever. I should probably have equipped my shield. Okay. Ooh. Lucky. And then I take 2 more damage from that guy because second nearest. Oh, this is an awful position. Move an action card. Well, it cannot be moved from here. And then place this on 1, which means it has to go on 2, which means that my sprint gets back into my hand. Oh, and then the last one. Oh no. Move an action card 1 slot to the right. That's only 3. Can go up there. And then I need to put this one on slot 3. Uh-oh.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Well, it was nice knowing you. Okay, I mean, I would probably need to go first now.
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh yeah, no, maybe not. I mean, would you be able to kill, because this one cannot reach me. If you can kill this one in your next go, then we are, much better off, I think, than me just resting, because then you will be shot to pieces anyways.
Yeah. So I'd be able to, so if I rest to start, then activate that.
Yeah, you could also use that, yeah.
I could have also gotten closer, I guess, to him, but...
And then if you upgrade your jamming rifle, you only need a +1. You have a good amount of focus, so you say, yeah.
And
please do good. Please do good. That's not good enough to kill it.
So, it always has 1 shield, or
yeah. Enemy shields are permanent, so that you don't have to fiddle with different tokens and having to remember something.
Yeah. So we most definitely respend. Come on. Hey, there we go.
Okay, nice.
And now I rest.
Great.
Flip that. Drop down 1.
Oh, and there's only one enemy left here, so he will be the top, of course, and he will nearest player. He can still see you.
Yep.
He will just shoot you one time, and he cannot see second near, so you will take 2 damage.
All right. Move damage card.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all. And then lose one of those and place it on the 2 slots. So.
Oh, and you gain the focus from previous kill you made because you can when you destroy an enemy. So that was not too bad.
Nope.
Okay. So we have 4 turns left to kill that bugger. That should be okay. But that means I will try to see if I can move you out of harm's way. Or maybe I could do something else. I need to rest to do anything of any significance.
Yeah, that's fairly important.
Yeah. I did not really...
Oh.
Yeah, I will just rest 1.
Yeah.
That is kind of the...
Good thing I didn't have the concussion earlier. Because...
Yeah.
Can't utilize rerolls with that one.
Okay, I will use my heal here, and I will roll my dice, and if I get some movement, then I will move adjacent to you to heal you up. So let's see. Okay, let me see here. I have a +1 and a +1, so I can heal myself up completely, or I can heal you up completely. The thing is, if I get out here, he will also shoot me. So maybe I should move closer, or maybe I will re-roll 1 time just to see.
Yep.
And I will re-roll this one here. Oh, okay. Should I move in closer? Because that means he will actually deal 4 damage instead of 2 damage. Well, I will spend 1 focus to regain 1 of my my personality tokens. Because that's my ability here.
Nice.
So I will try to see how that works. I think I will. It's a bit of an ego trip here, but I can heal myself up completely, which might be a good idea, and I still stay out of line of sight, right?
Yep.
Because then at least he will only deal 2 damage in total, which will probably give us the best chance of survival.
Yeah.
Instead of him shooting both at me and you. Okay, and then I rest, and we go to 3 turns, and he gets the honor of shooting you twice again. Yeah. Now I might have to go and heal you up, like a lot.
Yep. So minus.
Let's see how that works.
1 damage, or minus 1 die.
Oh. You're actually still standing.
Yep. That comes back. And currently I'm at minus 2 dice to any action. However, the only action I can take to start here is most definitely rest.
Yeah.
Though, should I have gone first there?
Yeah, you should definitely. You are on side, like I can start 1 more. Go like this. So you should.
Sorry, you cut out there. think we maybe lost your audio, Emil. But yeah. Yeah, so no matter what, I would have gotten shot, so it was necessary. And then, fortunately, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I need to move. Yeah, I need to move. Make him come find us. Alright. You maybe saw that pop up in the corner. Emil will be hopping back on. Let's see. That naturally is going to move 2.
Oh, am I back?
Yes, you are.
Super. Okay, great. Yeah, you made the right decision there for sure. Even though I kind of blacked out a minute. It was too tense for me. I just, had to gain
yeah.
breath.
Had I had a red token left, I could have dealt 6.
Oh yeah, if you had, yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, I did not. So that was definitely
6.
okay. So I
can you jump any further? Could you go over here, or were that as far as you could jump?
So I do. Well, it's as far as I can jump.
Oh, but did you add a die to it, or?
But I have from my severe shock -1 die.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you don't want to spend that, of course. No, that doesn't make any sense. Ah, okay, so he will still be able to target you from there. Oh, but you could, well, instead of jumping, you were standing here, right?
Yep.
So you could jump 1, 2, because he would shoot you, but he would shoot you through the window, which means,
Yep.
you would take 1 less
damage, so I'd only take 1.
1 less damage, yeah. So, yeah.
And that actually is decent because, well, that goes back to my hand. That one goes all the way up there. But now, since he hasn't moved, he is still adjacent to a barrel. If you decide to do that, or if you have a way to heal me. Yeah, I think your audio is acting up again, unfortunately. But probably just show off your actions at this point, because either I'm gonna die a horrific death at the after this, or you'll have found a way to save me.
Can you hear anything?
Yep, you are back now.
Okay. Oh, that's super annoying. I don't know why that happens. Okay, but I will try to shoot that guy, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I will try to sprint up in his face. Okay, I could do some. Oh, I don't know. That's really risky. That's really, really risky. Can I take 3 damage? No, I probably cannot. That is super, super risky to do. No. Okay. I will instead, I will just sprint first. I will put that sprint up here and have 2 dice. Okay, so that is 7. I'm able to travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
All right.
And then I will play this one with my supportive token. So I can put it here. I deal 2 damage, but I have 2 dice. So let's see what I can do with that. Okay. I will do 1 reroll here.
Come on, 2.
Okay. So that is 5 damage. Ooh, that is just enough.
Which is
I
good.
will take it. I will take it. Whew. Okay, that his ability by being able to bring back a personality token kind of really saved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saved it here. I would have to shoot him from a distance, of course. That's also fine, but we were getting a bit low on turns.
Well, that and had he activated again.
Yeah, he
I would
would
have been.
probably have dealt out 4 damage at least. Yeah.
Well, would have dealt 2 to you, and then
Yeah,
I
1
said
to you. Yeah.
1 to me, which might have been enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Okay, that means we now have successfully destroyed the Reaver Hunter drones. When goal is achieved, continue to C7A mission update 1.
All right.
So let's see here. Oh no. All existing enemies. Well, luckily there are none. Advance all existing enemies 2 squares to the left if possible. Yeah.
All right.
Well, luckily not. There's no one left. Place 3 Reaver crawlers in R5 to 6 plus yellow 6. Oh no. This is going, and here you can see that I need to put one on my spot here, so I'm allowed to move my guy in whatever direction I want. So I will definitely go towards the bunker. And 6, well, he's just down here with you chilling.
Yep.
That's nice.
So kind.
Yeah. And let's see here. We needed, what was it? Yellow 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow 6 up here. And he also gets a Reaver, so this is not a situation we will survive for long.
Nope.
But luckily we need to align the ship also here, so let's see here. Yeah, we need to place the ship. So it needs to align with the door, so that's all nice. They have finally managed to come to the rescue. And they are still on swarming attack, red. And we are on 7, yeah. Get all players on board the ship. Those not reaching the ship before the time turn. Uh-oh. So, here the thing is that we have just updated the mission, which means that the enemies go next.
Oh.
As for our 1, 2, 3 setup here, right?
Yep.
So the enemies always goes after an update, which means they are now... Oh no. Let's see here. The first one is the one next to me. Well, he doesn't need to move. He will just slice to my soft belly and give me 1 unblockable damage. Move. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Move one action card one slot to the right.
Oh
Ah, I could
no,
have gone that one.
that's an
Oh
important
no.
one to get.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I cannot gain any shield, but it's not like I've used that at all. Okay. And the second one, that's number 6 down here.
Yep.
It will move towards most distant. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can go towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was lucky he didn't see you there, huh?
Yep.
Okay, and he's a melee character, so all fine. And then the last one will go towards the nearest player. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I feel a little,
I feel like
what
they're
would you
picking
call
on
it?
you.
Overwhelmed here, yeah?
Yeah. Though.
Well, I think since we both have had our turns, you should definitely go first so you can limp into the ship, and I will have to just take the yellow. I need 3, so I should be able to go on. What damage do I have here? No, I should be fine.
Well, I was thinking though, since it's going to be yellow's activation,
Yeah.
if you go now,
Yeah. Ah, he cannot reach you.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, he cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he cannot. That's a good idea. Okay. I will. Yeah, I will just go for 2 basic moves here because nothing else can. I mean, I can deal some damage to them, and that would be all fine and whatnot, right? But it's not going to solve the problem.
Nope.
So, I will definitely basic move. Now, this is really lucky that I didn't get a shock or a fracture. Either the shock would, remove the die, or the fracture would make your movement, reduce your movement speed. So that would have been awful.
Oof.
Oh, I spoke too soon there.
Oh,
I spoke too soon.
we're playing hard.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, I spoke so too soon. Okay, last basic move. Come on, you can make it. You can make it.
Oh no.
Oh, something wrong. There's something wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, that was a very uneventful turn.
Very unfortunate.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay, once per mission on your turn, you and your allies, no matter where they are, gain 2 focus. I will just do that now, just before I rest here. I will use her ability. I should, of course, have used it before I finished my turn here. So now I get 2 focus and you have 2 focus, so at least you can re-roll. Well, I will put that on my tombstone, so don't worry about it. 6. And we have the yellows.
Yep.
Last activated player. 1, 2. Slice and dice. Okay, 1 here. Woo! Move an action card 1 slot to the right. A nothing.
All right.
Woohoo!
So
That was fortunate. That was really fortunate.
let's see.
Do you have any cards that might be able to move me that would also move yourself?
So I was looking at that, and
No.
if I did not have the -1 to ongoing actions.
Oh yeah, then you could actually use the combat shield, yeah. Or you could, yeah. Well, yeah, and you cannot utilize rerolls either, so
Right.
you will just have to go with whatever you have. I think if you just jump inside the ship, then I will try to survive. I will only take 2 hits, I think, maximum, so I should be able to make it out.
Yeah, and the furthest red one, I don't think will make it to you.
No, exactly, yeah. So
I'm leaping out of there.
yeah, that's awesome.
2 spaces. Just into the door.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, now you should. Yeah.
Right in
Okay.
the doorway.
Super.
So then, reds activate.
Yeah. And since I'm the only one now on the board, it's nearest and furthest. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can go over there. Yeah.
Yep.
And deal 1 damage to me. Great. Oh, I get my regenerate back. How nice is that? And the other one could not reach me now.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it seems like I made it. So I will use my basic move. And +1, yeah. Woot,
Hey.
woot. In there.
Finally.
So long, suckers.
Finally
So
got
I
that.
will rest. Yeah.
Then we are on board the ship. So we are good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. We made it. Thanks to creators. So what do we do now? Seems like the Reavers are moving in on the system. Your scanners are showing a lot of Reaver transponders advancing from the system boundary closest to the sun. I think we could...
I think this is where you sit down, stay quiet, and let the grown-ups talk, Changeling. Commander, I appreciate your breadth of skills, not to mention your ability to get out of a sticky situation, but I think we should avoid making more acquaintances than necessary, particularly if they're this chatty. We need to locate a new target. We still have very little data, and my people's future still needs to be secured. This antimatter technology represents our best shot at maintaining our foothold in the galaxy.
What are you talking about? People were abducted and murdered right in front of us. And all you think about and all you can think of are your petty colonist plans? The Reavers are all over this system. And you want to stick around and give them more cannon fodder? We need to get out of here. And we need to get to Brimstone and warn everybody.
Petty. Now listen here, you shape-shifting little shit. My species hasn't had anything they could call home for over a millennium. And I would rather die than give up on my goal. To say nothing of the fact that reason we're at war in the first place is because of your damn shame-shifters murdering our ambassadors and interfering in our affairs. So you'll understand that I'm not inclined to tolerate your presence 1 second longer than I have to. Gwenda, escort our guest to her temporary quarters before I lose it. Commander, we do indeed need to go to Brimstone, not to warn anyone, but to rifle through the Hellfire's pockets. They must have more information on this new technology and weaponry. So, that is the mission.
I am
That is the mission.
slightly surprised we survived that.
Yeah, I was thinking from, in the beginning, I was like, last time I play tested it, was it a bit too easy? I will do whatever for the first actions there, right? And already just shooting at a low tier enemy kind of put us off balance, right? Because I shot one of those who dealt just 1 damage, right?
Yep.
While the other ones were approaching like so fast. I kind of forgot myself just that it would go quite brutal. So,
And I mean, that is the sign of a good scenario, in my opinion, or a good cooperative game. Is like it felt like we were doling out really good hits there with some of our stuff, but it felt like we just snuck in. Which, I mean, we just snuck in, and I don't want a cooperative game where it's real easy to win or anything like that.
No. No, exactly. And I think the actually also the fact that we played on hard also had some implications, right? And
Oh yeah.
that's very much where I want this difficulty level to be. So it is quite hard when you play on hard, but if you are more into the story and you're a bit lightweight on, these kind of tactical games, then playing on the regular level will make it easier for
Mm-hmm.
sure, right? I mean, then you don't have to deal with all these other things that will mitigate some of your advantages, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So, yeah.
the combination of a minor concussion and
Mm,
severe shock means
yeah,
fairly limited in what you can do or how you can mitigate the dice.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And that's a good way to put some pressure on the players, right? Because suddenly they actually have to spend the time resting, or they have to clear their wounds, right?
Yep.
When you play on the regular level, you can sustain a lot more damage because you don't have to take these effects into account. So yeah,
Yep. And so,
but,
like right now, I have my character's Sigan
yeah,
pulled
yeah,
up,
second, yeah,
and
yeah,
so the just so people can see on the far right there, there's the 6 different scars, correct?
yeah.
And so if I had taken damage at some point in time when I wasn't actually able to place a damage, I start scratching off scars and
No, this, if
oh,
you could do that,
you're cutting out again.
you had here. Maybe I just
I so I must have something a little off on that, but maybe it's at the end of the session.
my
Yep, still cutting in.
okay. For some reason, I have to log out and then close the browser and then go in again.
It's still cutting out a little bit.
It is not okay. Maybe there's something different. Maybe something interfering with me. I mean, it has been such a bad weather in Europe, so a lot of nations, but it seems like it's not a problem with the ping or anything.
Yeah, um,
Yeah,
but yeah, since that is still cutting out a little bit, why don't I wrap up the stream and then I'll hop back over, or I'll stick on Discord. So if we want to chat a little bit more there, but I'll wrap up the video here. So just thank you everybody for joining for this, and thank you so much, Emil, for bringing me in to do a preview of this before, as well as then this playthrough now. We were hoping to do this during the Kickstarter. I know you are looking to come back to Kickstarter with this, address some of the questions that people had about this game, about the game, and hopefully, and maybe with a little bit more planning than me pulling up everything at the last second, we can do another live stream, get some more gameplay videos out there for it. And hopefully, if you're checking this out, hopefully this is a fun video to have watched. This game looks really cool. I've had so much fun with the scenarios that I've played, and this is not part of me doing a preview anymore at this point in time. This is just that this is a really enjoyable game, good story game, a legacy game that we really didn't talk about too much, though. If we look at the sheet here, those things that I filled in are filled in permanently. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this after the fact. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, comment down below what do you think of the game. But with